We do that every time.
How funny is that? It's like we just can't help ourselves. We're just like,
no.
Right, we're ready. No, we're not. We are. No, let's go.
I know.
Welcome to the show with no name.
I know. Welcome. And I'm Theonie Roussianos, and we've got some exciting stuff for you.
But first, we dreamed up this show because we wanted to help people in your local community to raise their profile, encourage awareness, and support for what matters to them and their communities. So we help not-for-profits, charities, and service clubs, and we help them connect with communities to raise brand awareness and help staff and volunteers working with them to become the best they can. Today, Theonie, oh my God.
I know, right? Damn. We do. And talk about, they say like attracts like, and we really are on the same path as this woman. And I had not heard of the group that she's helping out before, but we've got some of our friends know Sheree. We've got the amazing Sheree Lovell, who's got a heart of absolute pure gold. Yes. So Sheree, every year in the lead up to Christmas, Sheree picks a charity or a couple of charities to help out, just to do something that she can in whatever way, big or small, to help somebody less fortunate than herself. And this year she has chosen, we'll let her talk a little bit more about what they're about, but this year Sheree has chosen as an extremely worthy cause, especially in the lead up to Christmas, because Christmas is a time where people can feel alone as well, to help homeless women. Now, the group is called Share the Dignity, and they've got actually a pretty cool project to help the homeless in need now with what they need. Leading up to Christmas can be an especially difficult time for someone who's on the streets for whatever reason, usually through just a set of unfortunate circumstances. And while they're picking themselves up, it's just everyone needs something, don't they? Good morning, Sheree.
Hello. How are you, darling?
I'm excited to be here with you two.
Oh,
great way to start the day.
Isn't it just? Yay.
Yeah. Thank you. And I'm super excited to share this because, it's a passion of mine. I guess first of all, I'll start with, Share the Dignity have put together a checklist, I suppose you could say. It's out there on the internet, it's out there on Facebook, and I will put it in the comments after the show because I've got that. What it is just specifically, you've got an old handbag or, a handbag that's relatively new, and some women like to buy handbags newly on a regular basis. And so with those other handbags, you could just go out and buy some new stuff from this checklist. And it's just more so about, us women.
That's lovely. Linda's saying, so inspiring. Thanks, Sheree, for leading the way. Oh, absolutely. That's heartfelt.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Really. Yeah.
And like us women, we have our needs. We have the monthly visitors, and we have the hygiene thing, and we do, like, even women on the street do have, some form of, I want to feel pretty and I want to be loved and I have a heart. And this is just really our way of saying, okay, here, let's give you a handbag and let's fill it with some stuff that you really need. And there is specific stuff. There is stuff they're asking us to not put in there. And that's why I really appreciate it if you would check out the checklist before you go just throwing all sorts of things in a handbag and dropping that off at a point. So the locations are between the 16th of November and the 2nd of December at any Bunnings. You can drop these handbags off with the little stuff that you can put in it. So either that, or you can contact me and I'm happy to collect and do what I do. And that's, link between person and charity.
So is this a South Australian project or is it national?
Look, I'm not actually sure on that one. I would have to check. This one actually, when you introduced me, I find a cause, generally something to do with humans and something to do with animals. Yeah. And this come across my news feed a little while ago, and I was like, right, that's the one I'm helping. And it's just really speaks to my heart. And that's something I wanted to share on the show today is if, you know, you're a family and you've got that abundant... Oh, I've lost my headphone, sorry.
We can still hear you.
Awesome.
She can't hear us, so she doesn't know
No.
we can still hear her.
Yeah.
Just keep talking.
Yeah, right. You know, you've got that abundance of love and happiness and joy around you at Christmas time. And so if, you know, I was just thinking this morning about what I'd say on the show, apart from sharing about this, you know, helping homeless people. Yes, I did say Bunnings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
go down there, get your snag, and drop off a bag of love as well.
Absolutely.
Help Rotary out and help homeless people, women out.
Oh, look at that. That's a win-win. That is a win-win.
It is totally a win-win. Can I just mention that it was actually World Homeless Day yesterday?
Yes, it was.
And
that's why we chose, that's why this is very important for this month. And I figure between November and December, that's a really good time. People are starting to do shopping. You know, for an animal rescue, when you go shopping, all it takes is buying a couple tins of dog food or cat food and just finding an animal rescue. There are plenty around to just drop that food into. If you're going through your cupboards, linen, like towels, linen, pillowcases, things like that, animal rescues like scream for that stuff. Shopping bags, reusable shopping bags, send them to, you know, op shops. There's SA Dog Rescue and there's Marook Animal Shelter. You know, they're all screaming for things like that because they sell stuff. Like on a regular basis, I take boxes of stuff to Marook Animal Shelter for them to sell stuff at their stalls that they do at farmers markets. It's just little things like that make a difference to these shelters or these volunteers who are running these organisations, and they're little things that we can do to help them. And if you know you're a family and you're like, what can we do that's special this Christmas? We'll sit down together as a family and choose, you know, an animal rescue that you want to help and a charity you want to help.
So, I mean, animal shelters are there. I mean, they're obviously charities or not-for-profits as well.
Yeah,
so
sure are.
Just refocus back on the dignity.
The bag.
Yeah, the dignity. And I think we'll come back and we'll talk to you a little bit more about the animal, the welfare, the causes. But today, can we focus on the handbags, because I think this is something, being World Homeless Day, there is another cause this month that I know you're talking about. You sort of segued into it. So
kind of trying to combine the both, I think.
I mean, your heart's just just that big, so it's kind of there's totally enough room for everybody. But I just did want to say, what does that look like? Roz is saying, great line, Theonie, go take your bag of love and grab a snag at the same time. Cool stuff. Shirley's also saying helps with bushfire season, and Linda is saying great ideas. So
absolutely.
With the handbag, so walk me through what would happen. Like, I know where Bunnings is because I do the snags at Bunnings for Rotary. And my daughter actually has worked in many Bunnings. She's been in Bunnings for a long time. So they do get involved they're a bit of an icon, and they do get involved in some really good, causes, and really do that thing for the community well. So I've got my handbag. I might choose to go and buy a new one. Is that acceptable?
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Is there like really any style, shape, make, or would you look for something that's probably practical? Like, could you have a backpack rather than a handbag? Or
I think the idea behind the handbag is just to help women feel feminine, to give them that. And I think, like, I love, as I said, I haven't really had a chance to look that far into Share the Dignity yet, but I just love this isn't the only thing that they do. Like, they do a lot of things on a regular basis. And I think the Share the Handbag thing is just that a lot of us women do have spare handbags just sitting around, and the idea of just putting some stuff in it and passing that along to a woman who would just absolutely adore, you know, they've done this before, and the feedback they got from these women was just, you know, really heartwarming. And I really recommend you go on their website or on their Facebook page and read some of the feedback they got from last year. If that doesn't inspire you to want to do this, then I don't think I could talk you into it.
No, you've already talked me into it. Seriously, I'm helping, and I think what we can do, if people were here and wanting to help out, just make a public commitment that you're going to do it.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. So if you're saying, Linda's saying she's looking into it now, and thank you, Sheree. Share the love, so important. And there we go. Yeah, Theonie's controlling. She's driving the bus today. So
she is.
I know. I'm feeling
I had to drop myself out before. It's always fun when we're doing these live broadcasts and it's school holidays.
Oh my God! You were going to go.
So I dropped myself out so you couldn't hear what was going on in the background.
I thought that was what was happening because I heard you go all Greek mum on that poor kid.
Thank you for sharing, Shirley.
This is real life TV, isn't it? It's better
Absolutely, at its best. And there are plenty of mums right now doing the exact same thing as Theonie.
Yeah. And going, please bring on school.
I would have left myself on so you could hear it, but Sheree was talking about something really important that couldn't be interrupted, so I thought I have to drop myself out.
Well, thank you. Thank you. now, okay, so we're going to go back to got the hand. Shirley's funny. Shirley's on a roll here, snagging the bag, the wheels on the bus. Shirley, good on you. She's had 2 coffees already today, I'll bet.
After the broadcast, as Sheree said earlier, she will drop a link to the checklist.
I will.
The website is sharethedignity.com.au. But Sheree will share the link to the
I will, because off the top of my head, I can't tell you what's on the checklist. I know that it's important that we follow the checklist because there's items on there that they don't want us to put in, you know, such as money or anything that's sharp or, you know, anything like that. You can put gift cards, like perhaps to a movie, like to a cinema or something like that.
All right, so I'm just having a look now, and it's basically saying what goes in the bag.
Yeah.
They're talking essentials: shampoo, conditioner, toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, deodorant, sanitary items. So that's
everyday essentials.
Yeah. But if you wanted to give, like you're saying, if you wanted to give something, there are guidelines here. There's a whole heap of resources here on the website. So
yeah,
isn't that amazing? That's so fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
So how did you come across Share the Dignity?
Look, actually, it came across me. So,
as it does.
As I said to you, like each Christmas, I do random things, and this randomly came across me. So I was like, this is the random thing I'm choosing this Christmas. So it found me, and I hadn't heard of it before, but absolutely love what they do, love what they've been doing, because obviously, you know, it's smart sometimes to check out a charity or an organisation that you want to help, because, you know, it doesn't always lead in the faithful way of helping people, but this one, like, certainly does. Like, thumbs up from me. and I'm a regular to charities and organisations. What I love about this, and if you could start doing it, is for Share the Dignity. They've got like hashtag it's in the bag.
Yeah. So what if we can say, for people who are with us today or watching the replay, can you please do hashtag it's in the bag below in the comments, and we can start to connect what we're doing with what they're doing. So they might even do a search that we're doing this a little bit to help. So if you can just write,
we are.
Hashtag it's in the bag.
Hashtag it's in the bag.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really powerful stuff. And I think Yeah, so
And just note down the 16th of November to the 2nd of December is when we do the bag drops to Bunnings. So, you know, you can just do your own little bag and take it in.
Shirley's got hashtag is in the bag. It's hashtag it's in the bag. I think you're missing the T there, Shirley.
Yeah.
So there, that's it. Roz has got it. And Roz is interested in following it up as well. This is so fantastic. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Really created a buzz here, which is fantastic.
Awesome.
Go Sheree. I think it's a brilliant thing, and to think about this when you're doing, you know, coming into the Christmas season, and the way you do that, Sheree, and you're looking for, you know, just you're aware of and you're mindful of, you know, finding something or letting something find you. It's serendipity, really, isn't it?
It certainly is, because to start with, when I started this a few years ago, it was just I don't know, like since I was a kid I've had this heart that I want to help, and this started a few years ago, and so now pretty much around October something will just come past me and I'll take that on and I'll go with it up until Christmas or just after Christmas. There's some organizations that the work doesn't stop for them on Christmas Day. It keeps going. Yeah.
So Shirley says she's got items ready to go. She's a thinker, this woman. She does need collection, so she's going to PM you so you can coordinate and make stars align and get it happening.
Thank you, Shirley.
Oh, thank you, Sheree. Thank you, Sheree. This wouldn't happen without you. This is awesome. One thing we did we say earlier, because we're too busy laughing at ourselves, was we normally ask people to invite their friends and invite people to watch the broadcast, but we're sort of down at the countdown towards the end of it now. But please share so that we can get as many people as possible involved in this, because we would love to get on that bandwagon too, because so many people are on a bandwagon which is going nowhere.
Look, Shirley, like what you said, you know, some of us have been there, and that was my childhood. Like my childhood, I grew up like quite poor, and my mum really struggled to, you know, make Christmas special, but it was like her favorite time of year, so that was really important to her. And I could see the struggle on families who are a bit less fortunate and those who are homeless. And so that's why my Christmas present to myself is literally helping an organisation that helps people and helping an organisation that helps animals, because I love both. And that's,
Yeah. So
and if you can make that little difference, why not?
Yes. It doesn't hurt, does it? It really doesn't hurt to have,
and it really takes minimal time.
Yeah. And it's just, and I love the way that you just weave it into you, that you embody it and you make it who you are. And I think
it's like my Christmas tradition now.
It's like, I love it. I'm going to adopt that too, and we'll we're gonna do this next year. We're gonna come back and we're gonna do. So we're in there with you, up to our eyeballs.
Yay. Thank you. Everybody's welcome in things like this.
I think it's like.
And that's right, Shirley. Look, everybody has, well, not everybody, but a lot of people have a charity that they choose, especially at Christmas time, because it's a time that everyone needs to feel that little bit of love, especially, you know, whatever their set of circumstances are. It tends to be the time of year that they really feel it. And you can, even if you're not homeless, you can feel quite alone if you don't have that network, you know, the support network around you. So it doesn't matter what the cause is. It's great to get behind, you know, find something that's a passion for you and get behind it, which is exactly what you've done.
Yeah, for sure. Like, look, last year, I helped out the Salvation Army. Now, I had no idea the hours that volunteers put in a hot shed at the Royal Adelaide Showgrounds, sorting through gifts for children, like for families that can't afford to buy their children presents. And like the volunteers spend weeks leading up to Christmas going through that. There's so much that goes into what the Salvation Army do for families who are less fortunate over Christmas. I had no idea until I actually volunteered my time to help in that area. So if you've got a charity or an organisation that you want to help, perhaps just give them a call and say, do you need any volunteering this year? Like, I can, even if it's just an hour, that's an hour that you're helping them. That's an hour that goes towards a family, an animal, whatever, you support. It definitely makes a difference. Even an hour makes a difference. So if you think, I've only got an hour, that hour makes a difference.
That's it, because 15 people might only have an hour, and that's 15 hours.
Exactly. Yeah.
And which it is a quality problem to have, though, right? Because these volunteers being so busy means that there are a lot of people in the community who are in a position to be able to donate to those who are less fortunate, to like the physical items, So it is a quality problem to have.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The abundance of items to get out there to the people that need it.
Oh, look, it filled my heart. I was just overjoyed with the enormity of, and this was just in Adelaide, the CBD of Adelaide and the suburbs. The enormity of like people donating gifts to this cause. I was just like, it filled my heart. I loved it. So get on it. Get on board with it.
If you've never done it, do it. You will. And volunteering your time for whoever or whatever it is, it does give you a sense of something giving, because volunteering time doesn't cost you a cent.
No.
So everybody's got time that they can give up.
They sure can. I think how many hours do we scroll Facebook?
Investing time that you can invest. Yes, that's a better. Okay. Yes, Mum. Yes, Mum.
Well, it's actually, if you're looking at it, so giving up time, because like people generally say we're time poor, but if you just say, okay, well, we're investing time in, because we're investing time, we're actually investing in the community with our contribution of time, and that's like Theonie, I saw you last night. Your eyes are hanging out of your head, and you're just about falling asleep on your computer. But you were investing time in the ball that you've got coming up that you're doing, and so
exactly. And that's really close to my heart. I wanted to mention that to you, Theonie, because my mum passed away last year because of diabetes, and her kidneys failed, and she was only 61.
Wow.
And that. So this, like what Theonie's doing, is really, really close to home for me, and just absolutely phenomenal. So I'd love to get behind and help that as well. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Yes, big hearts. Big hearts.
I know you would be there if you could, but you already had another engagement, so you are
forgiven.
Yes.
But that doesn't stop me from getting, exactly.
There are other
ways from getting items to, raise money and stuff. Yeah.
There's always ways to help. So back to dignity.
Yes.
Share the dignity. I keep wanting to say dignity with love. I don't know why.
That could be what we could call this next year for our Christmas, follow-up, dignity with love.
We could.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking handbags with love. I'm thinking, and I'm mashing
of love, I think you're thinking of.
Shoebox of love, that's right. Yes. Yeah, that's right.
I helped them years ago as well. So yeah.
So share the dignity.
Yeah.
Share the dignity. And so drop-off points are at Bunnings, the checklist. So it's basically, there are other items, like you said, movie vouchers, that type of thing. There is a checklist, however, for specific items that are required. And it sounds like basic everyday essentials. I mean, even if you don't have a spare handbag lying around, because not everybody is a handbag person. They might only have the one that they use every day and might not be in a position to purchase a new one. You can get, nice, cheap, not, inexpensive handbags. However, the stuff that goes in the handbags are not expensive. You're talking toiletries, you're talking, toothpaste, basic things that people need every day just to.
And look, if you don't have a handbag, ask a friend. Have you got some handbags laying around?
Also suggest that I'm an op shopping, I go loony in the op shops. It's like op shops.
She goes loony. It doesn't matter where she is.
Op shops and Bunnings. They're three places where you should not let me loose. But they have got, if you look around, they have got some amazing stuff, and you're helping charities. So if you go to an op shop and get a handbag,
I've probably got a couple of handbags I don't use anymore.
Yeah, so last year I went to SA Dog Rescue Op Shop, and I bought a pack of they were selling Christmas cards, blank Christmas cards. So I bought a few packs of the blank Christmas cards. I wrote in the Christmas cards affirmations. I sealed it, and then random people I came across on the street who weren't smiling, or homeless people, anyone I came across, just random people, I gave them an affirmation-filled Christmas card that I bought from SA Dog Rescue op shop. So I helped the op shop. Yeah,
that is gorgeous. I love it.
And that's something I do every Christmas. Like that is definitely something I do every Christmas because affirmations. Yeah.
You're buying the card from an organisation that needs the help as well.
Yep.
It's not a Hallmark card. It's someone. It's
another
not-for-profit.
Another not-for-profit.
And making a difference to someone who looks like they're either having a shitty day, or something more serious.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Sheree, you are truly an earth angel. That's amazing. I think Linda said that before. You are. That is just, we can all do that. It's just.
I'm bringing this on screen for fun.
Oh, Shirley's taking us to the shower with us. That's dedication. Get it off. Is that not dedication?
That is dedication.
Yeah, Shirley.
Well, we know she doesn't need a handbag full of sanitary and shower items.
That's gold. Oh my God, this has been so much fun, Sheree, and it's been actually a fun way of bringing across like a serious message, but connecting and encouraging other people to come on board as well. So thank you so much.
Can I just quickly, before we wind it up, can I just quickly share? I've started a movement called Calling Self-Love. And the only reason I want to share that is because if you jump on the page, I will share things like this on there, so that you can just get the information for what you need, or just different ideas for things like this. Because I believe in, calling self-love. What that is actually about is calling people who are feeling lonely, like, because technology has taken over, and sometimes it's great to just call someone and say, hey, thinking of you. And so I'll share all this stuff on there. So,
So that's it, calling self-love. That's brilliant. I love it. And then it's a compilation of things that are important to you that other people can look into as well.
Exactly.
Oh, Sheree, that's amazing. That is amazing. So we'll get a link to that. We'll get a link to that page here as well, so people can like and follow the page, so they can keep up with what you're doing.
Yep, thank you.
As well.
Appreciate
it. And it can be a resource for people who are wanting to help. So thank you, Sheree. That has been absolutely awesome.
Thank you, Adaire and Theonie.
Thank you for joining us. Don't go anywhere. We'll chat to you in a moment.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, Sheree.
And thank you, everybody, for who tuned in. Thank you, everybody who will watch later. And thank you, everybody who does, the bag, or hashtag it's in the bag.
Hashtag it's in the bag. That's it.
Hashtag it's in the bag. Love it.
The bag. Love it.
Wow.
Oh.
Sorry, one moment. Can you please move around the corner?
I was seeing those mum Greek. Go on, give us the look. Show us the look.
No, I said the word bag. You mentioned bag, balls, or anything like that, and it makes them laugh.
All right. Well, we're out of time, so we'll wind it up before it gets too untidy at your end.
Thank you for joining us on the show with No Name. Now, next week, Adaire will be flying solo on the show. So have we got anyone locked in for next week?
No. I'll have to have a look at the agenda. At the program. But yes,
so if you're doing something, if you have something that you're doing for a not-for-profit or your community, get in touch. We'd love to have you online and to share the love. Remember to visit sharethedignity.com.au and
hashtag it's in the bag. Yep.
And we will see you from us. Bye for now.
See ya.